I must say that the recent days have been the worst for Asus. It is already getting called out for its bad motherboard firmware, and now its routers are also getting wrecked by Asus' own drivers. This new issue has affected hundreds of thousands of Asus routers around the world, and the company took too much time to respond. Let's take a look at this crazy issue, but before that, make sure to subscribe to never miss such updates in the future. A few days ago, several users complained on Reddit that their Asus routers were going offline for apparently no reason. It was found out that this was not by accident, as a lot of users around the globe have been suffering from the same problem for several days. So they were expressing their frustration on the forum because in this day and age, it's quite impossible to live without the internet for several hours, especially when your livelihood depends on it. The worst part was that Asus was not even responding to what was happening, and even when it did, it wasn't sure about what it could possibly do to fix such a widespread issue. Now the company has issued an official statement on its website stating that its technical team has found an error in the configuration of the server settings file which was causing the interruption in the network connectivity. Even though they say that the issue has been fixed, which has been also confirmed by the users, they did not explain or list out the exact issue with their server settings file until a Reddit user gave a possible cause for the corruption of the configuration. He said that it was mainly due to a faulty automatic update of the definitions file for ASD, which is a built-in security daemon. This caused the routers to run out of the file system space and memory, and as a result they started crashing. Now the company has fixed the issue by providing another automatic update, but it also recommends anyone who still has the problem to hard reset their routers. That said, the crazy part about this problem is not the problem itself, but how negligently Asus responded to it. It took several days by the company to even release a simple acknowledgement, which was affecting so many users across the globe. This is why many users have lost their trust in the company, which used to be the gamer's choice for their PC hardware. Next, we have some great competition going on in the handheld console market, where the Steam Deck is getting a new upgrade. This is not actually Valve's plan, but it is FX technology that is increasing the resolution of Steam Deck from 1280 x 800 to 1920 x 1200 pixels. Not only that, but the company is also upping its color accuracy from 60 to 70% sRGB coverage on the original screen to 95%. The rest of the display specs will mostly remain the same, that includes the same brightness and refresh rate, but the resolution is now going to be 11% higher than the ROG Ally. One more additional upgrade the new display will get is the matte finish, which will make it easier for using the device outside. Unlike the glossy finish on the lower end models of the original device, using the upgraded display will be much comfortable under the sun. Right now this project is named Deck HD and has an official website that states its features compared to the original Steam Deck display. For this type of display, the company is asking a price of $99, and anyone who wants that need to wait for a while because currently there is no info on when the company will start taking orders. Even though this sounds interesting, I'm not sure if Steam Deck will be powerful enough to handle games at that resolution. And not to forget that this will also drain the battery pretty quickly. Considering if you get the $600 model of the Steam Deck plus $100 for this new screen upgrade, it would be better to go with the ROG Ally for the same price, which delivers significantly higher performance in almost every title. What's more is that ROG Ally can now also emulate the Steam Deck OS using Chimera OS. This version of the Linux operating system is very much similar to the Steam OS, which makes it easier to use than Windows 11. Even though Windows 11 has its own benefits, ETA Prime shows that if a user wants something similar to Steam Deck OS, they can have the Chimera OS installed, but it does not get away without having problems related to audio, Wi-Fi and power consumption. They aren't that bad though and should be fixed in the future upgrades. Nonetheless, ROG Ally has shown that it is a much more capable gaming console than Steam Deck that can emulate multiple consoles, and this is why just an increased resolution on the Steam Deck won't necessarily help it out against the Ally. And lastly, we have an update on the RTX 4060 GPUs, which says that Nvidia is not going to make any Founders Edition cards for either the RTX 4060 or the 4060 Ti 16GB GPU. This means only the 4060 Ti 8GB edition will have the Founders Edition, and it is going to be equipped with a 16-pin power connector. Videocards has already leaked a few pics of this card, and the crazy thing is that it is actually listed on Best Buy for $499. Definitely not today, but hopefully if the card gets somewhere around $350, then it would make much more sense. However, as we know from Nvidia's own history of its GPU prices, it hardly reduces the pricing of mid-range cards below MSRP. It is clear that none of the Ti models of the 4060 make any sense for their official pricing, and in this video, I explain the reasons why you shouldn't buy any of these cards for their crazy MSRP. Lastly, if you found the video informative, then don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure to turn on the notifications to never miss any uploads to the channel, and I will see you in the next one.